First we covered the lampshade with saran wrap, and then we took the wire and we measured to the same size as the lampshade and we taped it together with hockey tape. Take the hockey tape and I'm going to cover the rest of the wire with the hockey tape. So cover the whole ring. Some Spanish moss from Michael's or a dollar store. The Spanish moss is quite dusty, so when you get it, open it up and take it and shake off clumps like this to get rid of all the excess dust in the garbage can and create small clumps like that. This container of pavercolor is enough to tint this whole 1 liter of paverpol transparent. I'm only going to tint half the container of paverpol transparent, so I'm going to use half of the pavercolor and I'm going to empty it into this cup, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water just to dissolve it. It's nice and smooth now and a little runny. You take half the paverpol transparent and you pour it into a container. So this is approximately about 500 milliliters. Add it to the transparent. Mix it well. Take off the ring and place it to the side. Place the lampshade on top of something so that it's elevated, so it's easier to work with. Grab the clump of Spanish moss and dip it in the paverpol. Massage it in. Ensure the Spanish moss is completely covered by rubbing it. Place it on top of the lampshade in clumps. The Spanish moss needs to be saturated in the paverpol, but you don't want to have too much, because what happens is the Spanish moss will get filled in with paverpol when it dries. So you want to allow some space. Once you've covered the whole lampshade in Spanish moss, then you take kebab sticks and you just spread things out a little, and you make sure that everything's covered and that you go right to the edge of the lampshade and actually hang it over just a bit. Now you have to paint the wire. Take your extra paverpol liquid and a paintbrush and just brush it on. So once your wiring is fully covered, take it and push it into the Spanish moss. Next step is to add some Spanish moss on top of the ring. This way you can put it on your wall facing either direction, and also it helps to keep the wire in place. So just take the Spanish moss and layer it on top. Now take saran wrap and cover all of the Spanish moss. You do this so that it isn't curly and it's more flush with the surface. It has to be a better visual appearance. So now the plastic has been pressed down quite firmly over the entire surface just to help compress the fibers.